Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to share with you my blog about the use of technology by teachers in the classroom. First off, I started with a questionnaire. Here's a sample of the questionnaire. It had 9 questions in total. So let's look at the questions in detail. I interviewed 2 teachers at the British School of Kampala. The computing teacher, his responses are in red, and the year 4 teacher, her responses are green. So first off, the first question is technology a tool you use in your classroom or lessons? And they both agreed that yes, they use technology. In regards to what they use technology for, again, their responses were very similar, mainly for research, and then research, Googling, and PowerPoint presentations, as well as some videos. What kind of technological devices do you use? The answers were almost identical again. Laptops, projectors, phones, and lots of software specifically for the computer teacher. So question 4, how do you introduce new technology to your students? Here the answers were pretty different. The computer teacher said that when he's introducing new technology, he first asks the students questions to find out if they have prior knowledge, and then eventually he shows them a video tutorial. And the second teacher said she does not do this at all, because usually when she uses technology, it's for her purpose to find information on how to conduct her lessons. What are some pros and cons of using technology in your classroom? Computer teacher said that it keeps students engaged, and it's versatile and makes his work easier. And he doesn't like that there can be technical glitches, and that students can also sometimes misuse the devices. The year 4 teacher had similar responses, but also added that it was annoying when the internet connection could not be relied on. Is there sufficient availability or access of technological devices for your students or classroom? Obviously, the computer teacher said a big yes to this, because he works in the computer lab, and that's where all the computers are located, and everybody else has to access them from in there. And he added that he would like some other resources like smart boards to be available too. And as you can see, the year 4 teacher said that no, and she wished that the classrooms had projectors all together. And can you state or name skills or abilities that are enhanced or promoted by using technology with your students? The technology teacher, he mentioned specific skills like typing and word processing, and then also problem solving skills as a result of programming lessons. And again, the year 4 teacher said she only uses technology for research. On support from the school authority, again, the answers were different. The ICT teacher, he felt that yes, he was supported, plus he is the technical support and helps the staff to use their computers. And the year 4 teacher said that she wished that the computer teacher would take on the role of doing all the technology-based stuff. And lastly, do you have examples of how you use technology to personalize learning for students? Yes, the technology teacher shared that he usually shares his computer using this app over here, and he shares his screen so that the students can get more information on how to go about a particular work assignment. And the year 4 teacher said that she usually just recommends useful websites for her students to help them do their class or homework. So in regards to lesson planning, this a site that all the teachers at school are required to use to plan their lessons and do some other activities. It is supposed to be an interactive site, but because of very limited resources, only mostly the lesson plans and videos are accessible here, and it's only the teachers that have access to it. So here is a lesson plan that I using the Active Learn resource. And if you look at it carefully, you will notice that there is almost no room for including technology in the lesson. As you can see, I start with the main and go straight into explaining to the children in the typical traditional lecture form how they will complete their task. And so this was a very, very big learning process for me to realize how little technology we actually implement in our lesson plans. And this has been going on and it's still going on, and this is pretty much how all the classes and lessons go. So I was only able to identify one ISTE standard in my plan, and that is I tried to tweak this lesson by adding a resource that I personally looked for that the school does not pay for. So it is very hard for me to assess the children's process, and as a result of that lesson plan, they had to complete activity 13 just as a byproduct of the lesson. Here is also another that I sometimes use, and again, this is a site that I pay for individually, and so it is not always easy for the children to access, as I can only log in 2 users at a time. So yes, I can see that there are very many recommendations that I need to apply from the ISTE standards in order to make my classroom more technological. And lastly, here are the questions that the cohort agreed upon that would make our learning more technologically friendly in the classroom. Thank you for watching my video.